everybody. Welcome back to another episode of
The Fresh Podcast Christmas Edition.
Happy holidays to everybody. We're really excited. Obviously, but the holidays bring a lot of joy and cheer and all that, and also many other different feelings. But one feeling that I have is I believe that buying Christmas gifts is overrated. What do you think?
Man, I agree. I have to agree with you. And I like getting gifts, me personally, but I understand, I feel like it puts a lot of strain on people. Some people just feel like, because it's like a contest of who can get the best gift or the most expensive gift. And I don't think Christmas
It's like holiday pressure.
Yeah, that holiday pressure, man. I honestly, if I'm going to be all the way real with you, bro, I'd be ready to just get it over with.
Yeah. Especially the gift giving and, and I tell people all the time, people are like, well, that's just not very nice. And I just go, I don't want any gifts. It's not the fact that about giving. I believe giving, I don't know, it's just different for me. Like giving time, the food, just the quality memories, for me, especially the older we get.
Yeah.
But man, I'll tell you who buys myself the best gifts. Nobody buys them better. You want to guess who it is?
You.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. Me.
Facts. Facts.
If I want something, I'll buy it.
That's how I am too. All the stuff that I really want, I'll just get it. And don't get me wrong, I've got some great gifts. I don't want nobody to see this and say, damn, he don't appreciate nothing.
Always appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate all the gifts. But at the same time, it's just like, man, if I really want something, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to get it for myself, But
it's the thought that counts. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not a big fan of people just buying stuff for other people that either people will never use, and people are just like, but it's just the thought. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to waste anybody else's money.
Yeah.
Because of the thought. You know what I mean?
And that happens a lot. You'd be surprised how much that happens. People get gifts. I mean, you see it all the time.
Re-gifted?
People be getting gifts all the time and be like, oh, thank you so much. And then as soon as that person leaves, like, man, got me this bullshit.
If not, wrap it up and give it to somebody else. They go, that's when they get excited. It's either for them or it's a re-gift for somebody else.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like the market for commercial, like Christmas, is just so overrated. My mom and dad, and the tradition we always had was like getting together. We always got good gifts, right? I mean, it was still about that. But it was also just about the time. The present thing was, it was a big deal when I was a kid. But when I got older, we really revolved, Christmas, tried to around God, sing gospels and stuff like that. And I always thought, especially as a young kid, I'm just like, this is so lame. And then when I get older, I'm going, man, dude, the times and the memories, that we make. But I believe in doing more for your kids. I would rather get Christmas from, Christmas gifts in, months later when everything's on sale.
Yeah.
Buy your holiday lights and all this stuff. Buy it when they have to get it off the shelf.
That's the best time to get it. That's the best time to get
right before Christmas.
When it's off season, that's the best time to get anything. Like I said, it's almost like buying a new car, a new vehicle during when you get income taxes.
Very true.
They're gonna jack up the prices because they know everybody got money at that time.
But everybody's approved.
Yeah.
Come on in, man.
Yeah.
You got a tax check coming. Yeah, we'll do it because we know it's money for the government. You will get it.
Yep. Facts.
And we can figure out how to get it to us before it comes to you.
Facts. I will say, man, the one of the best gifts, probably the best gift of this year, is starting this podcast, bro.
Oh man, no doubt.
It's a gift for us and also a gift from us to you, to our viewers, everybody watching. We just appreciate it because y'all don't realize how skeptical we were of starting this podcast. And now, man,
there was a big chance it was never going to start.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, and I guess just being appreciative of the fact that people enjoy the conversations. This is something that we don't really we don't have to plan the conversation. We kind of discuss what we're going to talk about. But these conversations happen whether the camera's on, whether we have lights, mics. These conversations are no different than me and you sitting in your living room.
Yeah, organically.
Yeah.
No script, none of that. We don't do
you
all
guys
that.
Can tell, we don't have any phones.
Nothing, no phones. Y'all don't see no papers on the desk, nothing. We just get in here and we have good conversation. And like Sean just said, like you said, we had these conversations anyway. And that was the main reason for even starting the podcast. Said, man, we talk about a lot of, real shit, a lot of, sometimes we just be talking about whatever, but we talk a lot. to each other. So we was like, man, we might as well do the podcast. And we want to thank y'all from the bottom of our heart, man.
So
all the subscribers that we've gotten so far, everybody
views, the shares.
those comments, reading the comments section, and y'all really rocking with us, man. We building this from the ground up, and we appreciate y'all definitely.
And I cannot be more thankful. And like the fact that, we were so skeptical and even thinking about not doing the podcast, right? And I think anybody that, I'm not saying podcasting is for everybody, but I enjoy watching good, deep, emotional like content. Like that's just me personally. But the fact that anybody takes the time to watch, we do greatly appreciate you guys.
Greatly appreciate it, man. And this is actually the last episode of this year. So
2024, it's almost coming to an end.
It's coming to an end, man. How would you rate this year, like as a whole, 2024? Did you feel like you had a good year?
I do. I feel like a good year. The podcast was a big set in how the rest of the year played out, is like playing out. It was a big part of it. I loved it. Obviously with some, things that happen in life, deaths and passings and stuff like that. It's been a very active few years for that. But overall, man, I am blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to have the health that I have. I'm blessed to have the opportunity to be here. So I'd give it a solid 8.5 or 9. Yeah,
that's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
How about you?
Yeah, I feel like for the most part it was a good year. A good year for the most part. Doing this podcast was something a new endeavor that we both embarked on together, and I'm glad that we've done it. I'm saying, had a blast, or having a blast doing it, because it ain't coming to an end no time soon.
We're gonna be here for a little while. Yeah,
for a little bit. So y'all better get used to it.
Yeah, we'll be here. Yeah.
My daughter, man, doing good, doing great in school. I'm doing
Dude,
good.
She's the sweetest. Look, she's the sweetest girl I've ever met. Like, she is so kind and so polite and so well mannered.
Ah, man, appreciate it.
Yeah,
man. Appreciate it. Yeah, she is. Yeah. And then the whole Forever Fresh, man, putting out great music, independently with the label, man. Shout out everybody on Forever Fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody I want to shout out, and there's a few people like that have really kind of tapped in, and I'm terrible with names. If somebody put your tag or new, I would recognize. But Rob Reborn, man, shout out to him for holding it down for a couple of rough weeks, going through it, but just shout out to everybody that has made a difference. This podcast doesn't mean anything if nobody watches.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, shout out to Rob Reborn. Like you said, just huge supporter. Everybody that watches, man, on a consistent basis, even those that don't watch on a consistent basis, but tap in here and there, because we know, life is life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like appreciate it. Most definitely, like I said, the subscribers go up every week. So, I want to ask you, going into 2025, you said you had a pretty good year, minus, a few deaths in the family. Where do you see us taking this podcast? Where do you want to go with this podcast? And then also, what do you see yourself doing different in 2025? Or maybe not even different, but doing better in 2025 that you did in 2024, or like I said, doing something different that you didn't do that you wanted to do this year that you didn't get a chance to do?
Boy, it's a loaded question.
It is. Look, Shy was looking at me like, "Damn, bro, you still going?"
Right,
with
I was
that
like,
question?
"Hold up, bro! Like I thought we were cutting us off." Like for, I think more than anything, it's getting my mind right, getting healthy, staying healthy, working out more. Mentally, I think it's just kind of going through and reorganizing my life and things that are going on. As far as a podcast, I mean, you and I, we could tell everybody, we've kind of made a personal contract between us, and that was for how many episodes?
52.
52. So 1 year.
That's bare minimum.
Bare minimum. So we have kind of signed a personal agreement between us that we will continue to put out until we put out 52 episodes.
Yeah.
So we're a few away from that still.
Yeah, quite a bit.
But we were actually further away just a few months ago. So the fact that this is just going to be, this is just something I enjoy. Like we do this on the telephone. So it's kind of really not any different for me, but the fact that people get value and we hear feedback, like we hear different opinions. This podcast is really not just for us. We give this for a platform, and you and I have talked about this, and we can tell other people, soon, we don't know how soon, but we are going to be bringing guests on and kind of looking into bringing, especially for the local community.
Yeah,
you and I kind of
man.
just kind of had a
I
talk
know y'all
about
been,
that.
yeah, they've been waiting, man. You know, they've
Might as
been
well go ahead and talk about it, man.
Yeah, they've been hitting my inbox like crazy, man. Like, oh, when can I come on the podcast? And like I said, really, you know, we, like Sean just said, we're not doing this just for us. So we do want to open it up and start having guests. But what we wanted to do, we wanted to build it up first. So that's the plan. You know, it's not that we trying to be greedy or nothing like
That's
that.
the biggest thing, right?
But it's like, why bring somebody on a podcast that
Nobody
doesn't
watches?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're building it up, and then we're probably gonna do a separate segment. I don't even want to put the name out there yet, just because we haven't started
a few
it.
things in the works,
and we don't want nobody to take our name. But you know what I'm
Watch
saying?
you slimy dog.
Yeah, you know that. You know, we'll say that now, and then next thing you know, somebody else locally will be doing it, and we be like, damn, like, you know, they got that from us. you
Hey,
know?
I'll blow everybody's mind when you talk about that, like how fast it can happen. So when I say the term, especially in hip hop, rap god, who do you think of?
Eminem.
Go to rapgod.com, check it out, and I want you guys, as far as I know, I actually knew the guy that bought the domain name rapgod.com.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny because it was evidently, that's kind of what he does. He buys domains that may become popular, but that's what his whole business
That's what
is.
his hustle is.
Yeah. So
yeah, when you think of rap guy, you think of Eminem. You think of God MC. You think of Rakim. So it's like it's one of the.
I don't know about God or MC, but Rap God is, if you go to, it's a music video of a guy that actually is local, that is in a whole, like, another business as well.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
He was like, "You know, I own rapgod.com." I'm like, "Nah, it's Eminem. Like, what are you talking about?" And I was like, that is you.
Crazy. That's crazy. Smart though.
Yeah,
Super
smart. Yeah.
But yeah, so we will be interviewing some of the artists that's making noise, and not even just artists though, but just entrepreneurs in general.
Creatives.
Yeah, man. We definitely want to open up our platform, you know, for. Well, I ain't gonna say for everybody, because it's still gonna be exclusive. You know, you got to be working, you got to be doing something of importance. But we definitely want to shine our light. You know, shine, no pun intended, but you know what I'm saying?
I'll take it.
Shine our light, you know, on other people. So man, look forward to that. Like I said, and we'll give y'all more information on that as it comes about.
So 2025, what is it for you? What do you see changes? Are there things you're trying to alter in your life? And how do you feel like the podcast is going to go in 2025?
Man, I think it's sky's the limit. Like for the podcast, for myself, Forever Fresh, with the production, with the label. Shout out to Yard Boys, Yard Work album just dropped. You know, I see
that. I really like that cut.
Yeah, it's a dope album, man. So just, you know, continue to build independent, continue to go hard, and I see this podcast like really, you know. Man, we got some things. You already know we got some tricks up our sleeves, should we say, for the new year. I think
Never
we
show
got
all your cards.
Get on. Yeah, you're right. Man. Never show your hand. You know. Then we also got some real what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I don't want to say engaging topics, because I feel like our topics are already engaging, but some, I guess, more difficult topics.
Controversial, you know? That's it. That right?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm a terrible. If you guys ever hear me mispronounce anything, I am terribly sorry. But
man, they ain't tripping. They know we real, man. We real people just like them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be like all smooth. I mean, we do, thanks to my man Shine right here, you know, we try to get the set popping and make it look as official as possible, and we appreciate everybody showing love, saying how good it looks and how good it sounds. Awesome. And that we got to give credit to this man right here, man, because he puts a lot of work in. Like, we come in here, what y'all see is us just sitting here talking, but it's a lot of, you know, and probably one day we'll put a behind the scenes video up showing how we set up the set. Yeah.
We've got some good stuff, and I appreciate that, and I'm very humbled, and I am thankful for everybody that's, you know, made comments about the podcast. It was something that was very important to me, for one reason, because, you know, if you watch or listen to something, you want to enjoy the content, and if either one of those are off balance, then you have a hard time enjoying it. I just wanted to give the conversations the best chance to be heard.
Yeah.
You know, for the same thing, you know, coming back and, you know, doing like the interviews. Really, we just were, you know, I'm just very thankful, you know, for the fact that You were crazy enough to believe that I was crazy enough that we could have started like a podcast.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
And just quality, man. We always want to deliver quality in whatever we do. Anybody that's been a fan of
You're
my
gonna
music,
do it, man. Just do it good.
do it good. Yeah, because it's everybody's doing everything. So you might as well try to stand above. I'm not saying that we're the greatest or the best, but we're gonna put our best foot forward. Every time. We're never gonna shortchange y'all. We're gonna come with the best that we can come.
And we're constantly trying. Like we're building, we're growing. Again, 2025 is going to open up some new things for us, so we're really, really excited about that. But go ahead and we'll end it like this, and we'll just say how thankful we are. Christmas Day, 2024, going into 2025. Thank you guys so much for an absolute fantastic year, and we are very, very thankful for myself, Shine, and
Dough Fresh to Dine. And one last thing, man, while everybody's opening their gifts and enjoying their gifts, remember, man, the greatest gift that you will ever get is the gift from God, and that's the life that he gave us, man. Remember that.
man, blessed.